Ahsoka. Ahsoka. Buddy, I got a question for you. I love asking you questions, buddy. Do you like Ahsoka? I gotta be real. I did not get deep into Clone Wars, which is basically where most of her character lies. And I know a lot of people, from what I understand, they don't like her at the beginning, but then as the Clone Wars show went along, she became a lot more interesting, became one of the best parts of the show. So I have no connection to this character. And let's be real, the majority of casual viewers out there also have very limited connection to Ahsoka. Probably more people know Ahsoka now from The Mandalorian than they do from the Clone Wars show. She appeared in a handful of episodes. She's a cool little Jedi lady. Obviously, a lot of people. I love Rosario Dawson. Great actress. But Star Wars has been in this problem where it needs to stop catering to like the hardcore fans who, yes, love Ahsoka and are going to tune in. But this is Disney Plus. They're trying to get subscribers like crazy. They need big, broad hits that are going to draw in casual viewers, people who don't know a lot about Star Wars, who maybe have never even heard of the Ahsoka character. Well, anyway, we have the first official teaser for the Ahsoka show. And again, I think this is a big thing for Disney. They spent a lot of money to get this Star Wars property, okay? And they can't just make Han Solo movies and Obi-Wan Kenobi TV shows, you know, characters that everybody knows. They have to figure out a way to get people interested in characters that they aren't really familiar with. Marvel did it with Guardians of the Galaxy and a couple of their properties. These are characters that were not very big that now have huge fan bases. And that's what they're looking to do with Star Wars and Ahsoka. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, but I'm going to keep an open mind as we take a look at the first ever trailer for Ahsoka. I'll be pausing if anything catches my interest. So if you want to watch it uninterrupted, go to the Star Wars. Why are you here if you want to watch it uninterrupted? This is commentary. This is a review. Shut up. Let's take a look at the Ahsoka teaser. All right.
Something's coming. Something.
Okay, so this is interesting. I don't have closed captioning on. I think that they've started doing this in Hollywood. This is a complete aside. I think that now you're going to see a lot more trailers with closed captioning baked into it. I think something about that gets audiences more engaged when they can read what's going on. And I've read that millennials especially will watch shows and movies specifically with captions on, that it gives their brain something to focus on. Just a little aside, it's interesting that that's baked in, that you cannot turn it off or on.
Dark.
Also makes it harder for me to steal the footage for later. Okay. Okay.
This is a new beginning. For some.
Okay. I know this is stupid. But every time I see a Hollywood project with a lady with purple hair, we saw it with Admiral Holdo. We went, I don't know why she got purple hair. It's never a good sign. That being said, I'm keeping an open mind, but still, I don't know.
For some.
And one of you is going to comment and be like, everyone knows that character. That character was in Clone Wars episode. All right, fine. If it's an existing character, never mind.
War. For others. Power.
Wow, this is a girl boss show, huh? Right? You got Ahsoka as a lady. You got her pink-haired friend who's a lady. Now we got a lady, I don't know, Jedi or Sith. Looks cool. Look, I'm not one of these guys who says, there's all these guys out there who go, more like the MCU. Why are there so many women on my Star? I don't really care about that as long as the characters are good. They could be all lady characters. I don't mind. That being said, there is always that weird thing in Hollywood where I go, are you going to write them as good characters? You're going to be like, because they're ladies, they're like incredible and super adept at everything and don't have any flaws. You need some characters who suck. You need characters that, are not incredible and, have to get better and learn new abilities. We'll see.
Power.
All right, I hate to keep pausing, but I'm going to say right here, Well, where is it? She's got a nice, that's a nice tight pair of pants right there. If the show's got just shots like that, I'll male gaze my way through the Ahsoka show. That is a nice, tight, firm. All right. Sorry.
It's been a while. Things have changed. I started hearing whispers.
Oh, Mon Mothma's here.
Thrawn's return
Mon Mothma.
as heir to the Empire.
I know people are mad that I didn't pause for Thrawn. Again, I'm aware of Thrawn, but I didn't read all the Star Wars books. I don't even watch the show. So if you guys are excited for Thrawn, it's great. But again, as casual Star Wars viewers like me, this kind of trailer is telling me, oh, Thrawn's in it, and this pink-haired lady from the cartoon. It's not going to draw us in. You have to draw in the genuine, normal people. I'm more drawn in when you show me cool action. When I see a cool lady with lightsabers, I go, yeah, that was pretty cool. I kind of want to watch this. So you got to do more of that. You can't just do fan service.
We have to prepare for the worst. The Jedi fell a long time ago.
Yeah, this is badass. I like that.
Perhaps it is time to begin again.
Oh my god, could that fucking trailer be any louder? I'll say this. Look. Hi, Scraps. Let me make my videos. I don't have time for a cat. It looks good. In terms of just the visual style, some Star Wars projects for some reason don't nail the look. They look cheap. They look like what do you want? I mean, this looks kind of cheap, but for the most part, this looks like it has a budget. It looks like it has, I mean, the color grading is incredible. That being said, they always put the best stuff in the trailers. I'm really worried about, again, them getting this like TV movie looking look to it, where it's like cheap. It's like trying to make something look high budget with no budget. You can like tell that they're like using little tricks and like, oh, we'll desaturate the colors and add some film grain on top. And you're like, all right, but there's only so far you can push that. Like here, this set looks cheap. I'm gonna say it doesn't look great, but I have to temper my expectations and go. It is a TV show rather than a movie. They can't blow. They got to fill 8 hours, 10 hours. They can't blow their budget on one scene. See, like this, it's gonna come down to like, can they pull off like these shots? Because here, it's a green screen. You know it. All right. Is it going to be convincing? Is it going to look good? This looks okay. Let me see it in action. Like, that looks pretty good. I'm a fan of that. That looks flat as fuck. Like, you shouldn't, honestly, if you have a green screen, you kind of don't want to do these blatant flat 2D shots because it's like way too obvious where the green screen is. Ultimately, this shot I think was probably the weakest shot in the whole thing. This looks terrible right here. That looks like a lady in green face paint standing on a cheap set with a guy in a fish mask. Okay, so if the show looks like this, it's gonna suck. If the show, is able to get away from that, like this looks great. Look at that background. It's got some weird 3D shit going on. That's great. And again, we can't just focus on visuals. I want to say, obviously, the story has to be up to par, but what can I say about the story? All I know so far is there's a bunch of characters. They look interesting. I'm not mad. There's a bunch of ladies. I'm sure some guys are already complaining about that. But if you tell me a good story, I don't care. Even if it's female-centric and it's Mon Mothma and Ahsoka and they're two friends and they go on little, sexy lady adventures. Hey, sexy lady adventures can be fun. As long as the ladies are sexy. I know they don't really want to do that. They took away Slave Leia. Apparently, you're not allowed to make Slave Leia costumes and merchandise anymore. But see, that looks good to me. It's very industrial. It's got the right look. It's up in the air right now. It could be good. It could be a disaster. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Were you impressed with this teaser? Again, it's a teaser. There's not enough to go on, but I'm okay with the visuals. I'm hoping they've learned a lot of lessons. They've had a lot of time to learn lessons about how to make these shows good. Hopefully they learned something from Obi-Wan and that horrible Boba Fett show. But I don't know if they're learning anything or if they're just still hobbling along. We're going to find out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please sign up for the mailing list for my comic book Super Killer coming later this month to crowdfunding. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Ahsoka. I don't know. Could be good. Could be good. We don't know. We're going to find out.